Well, it's a couple weeks before the 2026 spring turkey season here in northeast Missouri. We are getting ready to try to clear out an opening here in these woods. Turkeys back in several years ago used to come out here in this hay pasture a lot, and used to be just a phenomenal spot. And now it seems like the last few years they just don't. They for some reason just stay in the woods in here, and this woods is just full of honeysuckle and cedar trees and just a bunch of junk, and for some reason they still like to be in here. Can't figure it out. But anyways, I got a buddy of mine coming over with his skid loader. I got mine here, and all this honeysuckle has just really took over this whole woods, unfortunately. And we're gonna try to get it all cleaned up. These turkeys love being on this ridge roosting, and for some reason they stay in here most of the day, especially all the way up until mid-morning before they want to make a break to go to a bunch of these different fields. They can go all sorts of different directions, so it really makes it difficult to narrow these birds down. One day they do one thing, one day they do the next, but what they are being consistently with is staying in the woods here near this ridge. So up on top of this ridge, we're going to clear all this out, make this more appealing to where birds, if they want to stay in here, they're going to strut around in this opening and feel safe. And we're going to make it to where it's nice and quiet, slipping in and out. We push some of this brush up in some piles to where we can tuck in and get right in tight on them off the roost. So we'll see what we get into here for a couple hours. They're calling for a little more rain overnight, but hopefully we can get a couple hours of good work here. I've started already pushing some stuff out, but we got to get a brush cutter in here and get some of this honeysuckle cleaned out of here before I can start pushing and clearing out some of the rest of these junk trees. But I think it's going to be a really cool setup. Once these this area gets cleaned out, these birds are going to really want to sit in here and just strut. And we're going to make some roadways that go right out to this pasture, and that way if they're in the woods here, they can see out into that pasture a lot easier if we want to set decoys out there. So it's pretty exciting. Hopefully we get this thing up in tip-top shape in a few days, and we'll be hopefully shooting turkeys on it here in a couple weeks.
This shit over here we need to knock down a little bit, because there's a bird right there.
Well, it's the next day. My buddy Ryan and we got a lot done with both skid loaders yesterday evening. I got over here and probably put about 3 hours worth of work in, and he had a couple hours, and so we knocked it out really fast between the two of us. It looks really, really good. Night and day different. brushed up all this right here to natural ground blind. So it's kind of in the middle of everything, but we thought being here a little closer on this ridge if the birds are roosted on down here below. And then we made 2 roadways go right by this here to go out in the field. So it's perfect really. But if they roost right in here on top of us, it'd be best to maybe just sit on out there on the edge of the field. But depending on where they roost of an evening is where you can sit of a morning. But now that Missouri is allowed evening hunting, I think this will be a great spot being in here of an evening, catching them before they come to roost. But man, it looks great. And I'm gonna put a camera up and see if we get any action. Well, it's the second week of the Missouri turkey season. I'm over here at the farm this morning where we did a lot of clearing with the skid loaders about 3 weeks ago on this little ridge here. And my buddy Ryan, him and his sons already came in here and doubled up the first morning. So it's already paid off the work that we done to it. Didn't get much of it on any of it on video, but I wanted to try to come over here and see what it's all about. And yesterday about 4:30 and again around 6:45, I got a picture of a tom moseying around by himself in here. So he's got to be somewhat close. And so I thought about coming over here and trying it out. I'm going to be doing self-filming and shooting at the same time, so it'll be a little interesting, I'm sure. But it's a little windy this morning, which will help with masking the sound and getting in there and getting set up. If he is close by, it'll really help. But we're just sitting here in the truck a few more minutes, and I'll grab my stuff and I'll walk in there and see what happens here in about another hour or so. missed that first shot. No clue at all. What a deal. Oh, but just too close because this gun's got a really tight pattern. I had it right on his head. Anyways, this bird gobbled great this morning. Only bird I heard in here. But he gobbled and gobbled and gobbled. Gave me some soft tree yelps, and then I shut up for a while. And then I did a couple fly downs and then a couple cackles. And then I seen him fly down. I mean, he was honestly just a little over 100 yards roosted. 125 maybe tops, but it wasn't far at all. He landed just right over the ridge here. And anyways, he slowly took his time, worked his way up here, and once he saw the Jake decoy, he committed. So let's go take a look at him. Heck yeah, got some nice spurs on him. Good old hooks. Pretty good there. That's what we're looking for. Look at here. Old wad from the shell stuck in him. Not a big thick beard or nothing, but he's got the hooks. Like I said, I don't know what happened that first shot. I have no idea. I know the gun's got a tight pattern, but I had it right on his head. Unless he dumped his head about the time I shot, I don't know. I have to go back and play the footage, but made it count on the second shot. He didn't know what happened. Awesome. Buddy and I came in here about 3 weeks ago and cleared this area out. These birds over the years have loved roosting around this ridge here, but they for some reason stay in the woods. And this farm has been overtaken by a lot of honeysuckle and cedars, but the honeysuckle's gotten so bad that, I mean, the whole place looks the same. And the turkeys like to still stick around in the woods before they go out to all these different fields. They got a lot of options to go to, so it's made this place very difficult. And so I told him about a month ago, I said, let's go in there and clear a spot out on that ridge and give them an area where they want to come in and just stage and strut, and where they feel more safe, where it's open, where they can see predators and stuff, and plus it narrows them down for us. And we came in here, we spent about 3 hours worth of skid loader work between the two of us. Got this place pretty nice, and it ain't much, you know. It's only about at the most an acre, but it's not even that. It's probably in between a half acre to an acre. So anyways, we got it all cleaned up, got a brush pile pushed up over here, tucked in perfectly, and honestly, we've hunted here twice and we've killed 3 birds. Ryan and his boy Reed killed a double on it opening morning. They said they heard several other birds in the area, and then I got over here this morning for the first time and got on this bird. He's the only bird that's in here, but I have a trail camera up in here and got him on camera a couple times yesterday evening, so I knew he had to be close, and it worked out perfectly. So can't be happier. Besides, wish we would have made a better shot on the video on the first shot. Oh well.